Hello guys, welcome to FFXIV, taking a break slightly from the mount collecting vids I do to show off striking dummies. And these are things that you put in your housing area, and there's at least 10 you can get off the market board, and of course from different areas as well in the said game. I'm going to show them all off here so you can see which one you like the best. So if you're fortunate enough to have a house, you know which one you want to get before you waste any money to then choose. Okay, first of all, I'm doing this in order that they appear in my inventory. We have the Alps. I'm going to put it. This is something you can buy off the market board as well. It's basically like a bit of brick, but it makes a very good place to put the stand on. So Alps striking dummy, very simplistic, bit of brickwork. If you want something, it looks more like a monument, to be honest. So it's a very nice one, very simple, very stylish. Put that down there so you can see. Sorry, I should have moved that earlier. Just go around one more time. So this one on the market board, it'll set you back probably about 100, 150. That's just a very rough estimate there. So I'm just going to take that one back. Next one we have for you is the Oriental. Now the Alps and the Oriental are the only two so far that you can actually make. You have to be a carpenter for that. Now the Oriental's kind of funny. You've got these I'm going to call them the stars. I'm not going to embarrass myself. You got the stars sticking out, got some daggers. It's all kind of jutting out there. Didn't get that quite central, but there you get the idea. So the wood looks a bit worn and chipped at the edges. Very Kung Fu Panda-ish. If you want something a bit more oriental, you have that one there. So these two, if you have a carpenter, you can make them quite earlier on. So like literally in level, it's somehow glitched. There we go. If you're level 90, these two are very easy to craft, but the crafts are expensive. This, I'm going to skip ahead because this is the other one that you can craft this, but one of the ingredients you need is ridiculously expensive. So, but if you're fortunate enough, you can buy it fairly cheapish. So very unique striking dummy in that actually looks like a statue. And you can have two striking dummies. So if you wanted, you could have two at the entrance of your house or what have you, or at the gateway bit here, and it looks like then nice little statues. But they are so expensive. The Oriental one is kind of cheap. It's only just over 100,000. This one, the pricing, why isn't that working? Oh, there you go. My husband's on his Xbox. It's giving me a bit of a lag. But it's the tallest of the striking dummies. So this one, this is the first one. Now you get this one from Ishgard. You trade it in for Centurio marks. I will show you here. This is allied seals. These are Centurios, and these are your nuts. Centurio seals is 300 for the old world striking dummy, or you can say buy it off the market board. The white and I'm not gonna say gold. I want to say more like could be copper or bronze. Very simplistic, very simple. So if you want something like that, then you can. And say again, price is looking over 100,000, so you can trade it in. This is my favorite one. It's the most expensive out of the hunting ones to get, but it looks, in my mind, it looks the best. This is the I forget what it's called now. The Garabaean striking dummy. A bit more complicated to get this one, but it's from hunting again. You need the Centurio seals in Ralga's Reach, and basically you trade in for these. I think it's like a veteran's tome. You want to double check that. And just across the way, then you trade in 5 of those, but that is 2,500 Centurio seals. So the reason it's so expensive on the market board, prices are like 400,000 and up, is because it takes a lot of S ranks to save up that many. So it's very time consuming, but as you see, it looks cool. The moss look on it, it looks like a bit of a temple structure. That's why it's my favourite. It's the one I have up in my house, so one of my favourites there. Next we have so this is the Starium, pretty obvious. You get it from the Starium, so it's trading in nuts, it's 300 nuts. Also from the market board again, just take that off. So very simplistic, basically looks like a guard holding up a shield. If you like things a bit more simplistic, some people do. Some people like them fancy, some people like them simple. So take that back. This is the, I think, Favonir. Oh no, it's raining as well in game. Great. So we have, this one has some bright colours on it because of the, I'm calling it continent, where it came from. Simple again, just a bit more colourful. So if you've got a very colourful garden, this probably might be the one that you're looking for. Now the last, again, this is trading in for nuts, but I'll just round them off at the end as well, just to exactly say where. But so all 10 are off the market board. And finally, we have the ones for each of the Grand Company areas. So this is Riviera, which basically then is Limsa Liminza for you and me. So kind of looks like traditional striking dummy would look, I suppose, and with a targeting mark in the centre. Quite simple there. And then we have, I don't know how many you can have as a maximum, I suppose as many as you want in the garden, I guess. Glade, so here you have Gridanias. It's the most skinniest one out of all of them, I think. So these are some of the cheapest ones to buy on the market board as well, these three. Bearing in mind, when it comes to these ones, you can only trade in for the seals for the Grand Company you're with. So again, with all striking dummies, it's either crafting or hunting that you're going to get them. So, and this one has, like I say, this is the Oasis one. Like I say, it has a shield and a sword. There you go. To me, something's about very Viking about it. Don't ask me what exactly, but there we go. So just to recap, I've shown you all the striking dummies. So let's now put that back, and I'll say exactly where you get each one. So Alps and Oriental. These two only available off the market board because they are crafted by, say, a carpenter. I believe it's level 60, but anything up, it is ridiculously easy to do. But bear in mind, there are some expensive ingredients. One of the most of that being what's called the glaze nut. Need 2 to build one of these. So there you go. This is obviously from nuts. So you trade this in at the Old Forgotten Knight, little pub area in Ishgard. You go there, and you, not nuts, sorry, the Centurio seals, that'll cost you 300. The 4 striking dummy, sorry, again, that is a crafting one, but you do need a very expensive item for that. So it's probably easiest just to make it, buy it yourself rather than make it. The Garabanian one, say Relga's Reach, you trade in for the 5 veteran logs, then you go over. This person, I think, is like Wondrous Sundries, something like that, and you trade in 5 of those for one of these, again, or market board. The Starium striking dummy, again, go to a Starium, the nut trader there, near the Thomas Rookery, I believe it's pronounced. Again, it's 300 sacks of nuts for that. For Varian striking dummy, that one, you simply go to Old Charlian, again, the nut trader there, and that's 300. And these ones, now these of course vary on where. So of course, wherever your Grand Company is, where you would pick up the missions for it, or you trade in stuff, near where your barracks is, there should be a person there. You can trade in for allied seals. Now these cost 180 each, but you can only trade in. So for example, I belong to the Gridanian Grand Company, so I could only get Glade striking dummy. If you only belong to the Limsa Liminza one, you'll get the Riviera, or if you belong to Oldar, you get the Oasis one. So, but that one, say, so for me, for example, just an example, like Shroud, that would help enough. I got the main map up. So for example, here's my Grand Company, and there is a trader here. The trader for the allied seals is always literally, it's in the same area as your Grand Company's, you know, the company area. So whatever that is for you in Oldar or for Limsa Liminza, the trade will be in that area. So you haven't got to go far, and say it's the cheapest to trade in, but they're also the most simplest. So there we go, guys. I hope this vid has helped, and maybe now you can decide what you want to get for your striking dummy. So the prices vary. If not, add them to your favorites and wait for them to go cheap, or go to different worlds and see if anyone has the one you want for a cheaper price. I hope this vid has helped. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, obviously, mount vids mostly coming up soon. Until next time, stay safe and mount up and ride out.